What's going on? It's Jan, and we're here. We got Sam. He's new today, first time here. Great wrestler who's joining us. Who does Tai Chi with me, and you know, AK Wonder. Nick and Patrick will be back next week, and we're gonna have an event next week. We're doing all these events around Los Angeles, but you know, if you've been following what we've been doing for years, we've been doing this at Comic-Cons and live action scene events at Comic-Cons and film festivals for a while, and now we're doing them in LA. So if you want to come and join those, this might be backwards. What it says, I'm going to flip this thing around, but essentially it says justiceforhire.com/action. So if you go to justiceforhire.com/action, you can get on the wait list for our next event because the next one is sold out. And it's going to be awesome. So, justiceforhire.com. Join us. This is the martial arts cinematic universe. This is the story. It's like Uber for heroes. You can hire a hero or become one and get paid. Choose a villain or a hero character or a client that hires them and become part of the show, part of the storyline. So we're going to get to the training. Since it's Sam's first night, we're going to go into like the depths of what we're doing here, slowing ourselves down so that we can actually speed up our perception of how choreography works and do better action choreography that suits you, that suits each particular person's style of movement. So if you ever have a thought, question, or idea, reach out, and we're just gonna go for it. Love it. So we'll start with Tai Chi. Imaginary string, let's do from the top of the head. Palms facing flat down. Relaxation, just cascading down the vertebra, all the way through the tailbone. Tailbone points down, so the butt drops down. It's not a tuck, you're not tucking it, just dropping down, straight down. Hips balance out. Knees soften, going all the way down to the ankles soften. Through the heels. It's almost like the mind goes through the heels like a nail, the center of each heel. Mouth closed, all the breathing into the nose. We're going to start inhaling into the belly, using the belly to breathe, and seeing the breath as a color, so you gather. And exhale, wash that color down the arms, to the palms and fingertips. So if you're new to stunts, the reason we're doing this is because we're giving our attention a vehicle. As you imagine the breath as a color, gathering the belly like a sun getting brighter, you're giving yourself something to see within your body, and you can do the same with other people. Give yourself, self-generate a map on someone's body or in your own. So you're starting to paint the map with the color visualization in the belly. Exhale, wash the color down the arms, the palms and fingertips. Imagine it. You're giving your attention a vehicle. Get greater control of the attention through this vehicle of the color visualization, which helps you sell the choreography, sell the hits. It's the difference between throwing a hook to someone's body like this and imagining you have Wolverine claws, and when you exhale, those claws are ripping through their body. That visualization is going to help you sell the hit more on camera. So visualize, wash the color down the arms, down the legs. One more breath in. Exhale, drop the hands out. And this is called uplifting heaven. This is a qigong exercise. Inhale, draw the color into the belly. Exhale, down. Inhaling up. This exercise is just great to get your energy back, stretch your body out, and help you reset. If you know me from my Tai Chi work, this is what we do in between rounds when we're playing our sport, help get the mind, blood pressure back to where we want it to be before we start the next round. Inhale up, exhale out. Inhale in, interlace the fingers, exhale down. Bend the knees, inhale up. Stretch out the hips, onto the toes. Up, and out. Wash that color down the arms and down the legs. Widen. Inhale to the belly, exhaling down. Inhale, breath pulls you to the side and up. Eyes on the belly button, exhaling down. Inhale up. Exhaling down. When you do this, visualize the breath again as the color for every movement. It's almost like you're climbing a rope and then releasing the rope. Inhale, climbing the rope. Exhale, releasing. reverse it. Exhale. Exhale. Up the hand. Inhale, breath lifts the wrist. Up. Exhale out. Inhale deep. And one more. Warming up the hips. Inhale, open up. Exhale, shift the weight, heel, ball, foot, big toe. 3 nails going into the ground. Inhale, step. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up and out. Exhale down. You can cover as you exhale down, almost like you're walling up. Walling up in boxing, like you're taking punches in the front. Soften, and then inhale, opening up, almost like Muay Thai. Out. Exhale. Roll up. Spin the fingers, spin the toes. Keep the toe and the knee aligned. Open up from the hip. Toe and knee stay aligned, open up from the hip. And then point opposite direction, feet and toes. Opposite direction. Inhale up, exhale back to center line. Opposite direction. Toes go out. Inhale up, exhale to center. Inhale up, exhale center.
I finally have a mirror.
Oh yeah, an actual mirror. There you go.
Yeah.
If you're doing Muay Thai, it's just like getting a tie around the neck, clinch, and side knee. Knee to the kidney, liver, spleen. Inhale up. And the center lines, bringing everything back to that center line awareness, putting the hands, knee right on the side of that center line awareness that's coming out from that imaginary string like a blade in front of you, and draw that center line. Draw the line. This is all about personal geometry. This is going to help you stay safe in any environment. And when you're playing with an opponent, being able to help them see where you're stepping off, what angles you're stepping off for a particular move in relation to the camera, which is going to be at a particular angle, and of course, to any particular objects that you go in. And of course, first thing you do when you're a stunt person, you walk into a space, is you check the space for sharp angles on any particular object. Check all the objects everywhere in the space for sharp angles. Anything someone get cut on, and you do your best to cover them up. All right, so let's get to it. Warm up, run a little around a little bit. Side. Back here. There you go.
Be careful.
And the other side.
knee out. Switch. Got me acting like a bear again. You a bear? That's what we just call it. For wrestling? Yeah. It's the bear crawl. Yep. Let the crab walk. And widen the leg, forward, like you're stretching. Come forward to a push-up. And push back, slap the legs, come back down. Push back, slap the legs, come back down. Just do 5. Come back down. Then after that, use your forearms. Now we're going to start the break falling here and up. So for this one, make sure you use your forearms. I'm going to bring this down. It's over here. What'd you say, man?
I said that's a sprawl.
It is a type of sprawl, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So here we're using the forearms as shock absorbers. Turn, you can knuckle the hands or open, depends if you're on concrete or not. And back up. And back up. Start warming up the forearms.
Is there like a middle ground?
What do you mean a middle ground?
Like
Sure. So how do you start off?
yeah.
Sure. So Otto was asking for a middle ground. Sam is a wrestler, so he already knows a lot of this stuff. If you want to just start out, easy way to start getting conditioning, just fall forward. And make sure, the key here, one, using the forearms, the meat of the forearms, not the blade or bone, but the muscle as a shock absorber. Keep the palms off the ground. Do your best to not impact on, unless you're on a mat, but a mat can give you bad habits. So ideally you just do that. And finally, turning the face away from the point of impact so you don't break your nose or your teeth. So turn it either way. I recommend 5 one side, 5 the other side. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same thing other side. 1, 2. Think of it as a push-up. And you can slow it down for yourself because you want to be gentle on the body. Gentle on the body. You gonna make an attempt?
Yeah. It's like other falls are fine, but this one particularly always hurts.
Okay, cool. Well,
Yeah.
sit like a throne. You are the throne. Hands on the knees. Exhale to the side. Roll over the back to the other side and up. Chair falls to the side. Rolls on the back to the other side. Sit up. And then start again. to the side, roll on the back to the other side, sit up. And once you get the hang of this, you'll start seeing it as a circle, that you're rolling on the outside of a circle.
Like breakdancing.
Yeah, a little bit.
Not the Olympic type breakdancing, this is a real one.
Wow. Not the Olympic type of breakdancing.
No?
The second, if breakdancing gets some global recognition, there's got to be some guy.
Australia destroyed it, man. Blame the Southerners. The people on the island all alone.
Hey man, that Canadian guy is amazing.
Yeah, he was.
That was amazing.
Yeah, he
I
was.
forget his name, but it's amazing.
So good, I forgot his name. The Australian coach is outshining everyone.
Dude, I didn't even realize that breakdancing was in the Olympics, and all of a sudden we were
That
watching.
was the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're not doing it again.
What?
They're never doing.
The
Why?
only reason they did it is because the home country has to pick a new sport to try.
Oh, so London? I mean,
Paris.
Paris? Really?
chose
They
breakdancing.
picked breakdancing.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Good for them. That's amazing.
But they're not continuing it for the LA Olympics.
Oh, that's really
And I
good.
think part of the
Must
reason
pick it.
is because the
Stretch.
qualification for like how you get into it was like inconsistent. Like for certain countries like Australia, like the breakdancers that they sent like weren't up to par at all with the same quality, like considerably lower than like other countries. And like apparently like the husband of one of the people was like on the board or something, and there was like some controversy over it. So there was kind of like just drama.
Interesting.
Good old fashioned corruption.
All right, let's get a nice jiu-jitsu hip warm-up. Again, this is like you're in side control with someone holding someone's body, pinning them down, and about to transition up, 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 switch the legs to the other side, and down. So transitioning, like you're holding a body, like you have two underhooks. Underhooks go under here, boom, and switch. The more open your hips are, the lower you can stay. My hips are not the most open, so I might sit up a little bit. But if you can stay lower, that's great. Think about following someone with pressure, boom, put them down. Follow somebody with the pressure, boom, put them down. Stay up. Stay up. And finally, feet in front of the other. Keep your eye line straight. Eye line straight. And feet to the side. Chest down. Keep the eye line straight, feet come back up, and then reverse it. Notice I'm using my finger to maintain my line, my eye line, and then reverse it again. Warming up the whole body. And you could switch hands if you'd like. But I highly recommend, just in general, highly recommend, this is again about personal geometry. So it's like lock, boom, especially for push hands or jiu-jitsu, where you, in jiu-jitsu they have the concept of the arrow. You know what I'm talking about? Where the weight's like an arrow and you direct it, and you literally visualize where your weight goes. So this is the same concept, it's just with eye line forward. So it's like, okay, here, that's my target, boom, that's my target, switch. And then if we start doing like, gunplay choreography or anything like that, that'll still be very helpful. Boom, 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 boom. So, all right, cool. It's going up. All right, what's going on, guys? All right, so now we're gonna do some actual choreography drills. So the choreography drills, 3 of us will be here in a circle, and the whole concept is us reacting. Are you familiar with like choreography reactions?
No, I should probably watch.
Okay, so we're just gonna start about here. So before we do this drill, we're gonna give Sam some tools to work with choreography wise. So here we go. So here. so the first hit is gonna be just like you get jabbed in the face, and we're just gonna do a pop up. So we're gonna warm up our necks now with this little pop up, just looking up. And from a performance standpoint, if you wanna look stunned, one trick is just to look at a light, and you know how it gets a little hard to see, like you're trying to focus on your hands? Just remember that sensation in the eyes, and keep that in the eyes when you take a hit, quote unquote. So we're gonna pop up, and then if you get hit with a hook, let's say left hook across the right side of your face, pop to the other side, and if you get hit with the right hook, pop to the other side. And notice that we're doing this slow in the beginning to warm up the neck because you don't want to throw your vertebrae out of line. So pop up, one side, other side. 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 Switch the stance, and up, one side, other side. 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 Now we're going to add the stomach, as if you got hit in the stomach. Let's say a body shot or a knee to the belly. And what we're going to do is we're going to, and you're going to slide your feet back just a little bit. So it's almost like you do a little hop, and the hip line gets pulled toward the ceiling. So it's like, awesome, awesome. And you can flex the abs, kind of suck it in as you do it. Great. So now we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. So jab to the face, hook one side, hook the other side. So pop face, other side, other side. And even when you're doing these drills, so we always do all the choreography ramps up all the time. Like when we're on set, we always ramp up. So you go 10%, 25%, maybe 50 if you can make that leap, 75, 100. So we started off slow.
I'm gonna take a second, because I have not done this in a minute.
Yeah. Go at your own pace. It's all about going at your own pace. How you feeling?
I'm alright. Out of shape cardio-wise, but that's...
Just let me know anything you need, man.
I've been knowing that.
So let's keep it at 10%. Pop up, pop. You know what? Let's actually keep it at 10%, but let's start getting some movement. So every hit, we're going to take a step back. Face, hook, hook other side, hook, and then we can switch stances. Face, face and step back. Hook, 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 switch stance. Switch this around. Let's see, Autumn. Hold on one second here.
Do you give me any notes?
Let's see. Let me flip the camera. All right. So let's go for it. Boom. Boom. Nice. Boom. Oh, nice. Boom. 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 Good stuff. What percentage are you? Are you moving at 10%? What do you think you're moving at right now?
I would say more like 70.
You're doing a 70?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, go for it. Okay, cool. Let's bring it around. Okay, go for it. So my one note so far, is having more flex in the body, like chain. Do your best to feel the chain in the body. In other words, when you get hit like that, notice that the guard's gonna come up because you don't want to get hit. So it's like, even if someone who doesn't know how to keep their guard up, they're gonna want to stop the pain. And unless they break mentally and they actually just cover up completely, but both of those are mechanical, like clear mechanics. So what I'd say is that for the rest of your body, right now your hands are staying very, very relaxed when you take that hit in the face. And that's okay to stay relaxed, but put them in a position that tells the story of what you want for the character. And depending on what story that is for you. Do you want to guard? Do you want to stop the pressure? Or do you want to hide it? Do you want to cover like that? Do you want to go limp? So whatever you want to do is the thing to bring into that moment.
Okay.
Okay, let's see how it works with that note. Oh, good stuff. Excellent. Good stuff. Ooh, that's fantastic. Go over that again. Boom. Boom. Bang. Oh, good stuff. Let's go over that again. I'm actually going to strike you for these.
Okay.
And you're just going to do your thing. You're going to sell it, but I'm just going to react to my. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, good stuff.
Do that one again?
Yep. Oh, good stuff. Ready? Good stuff. And now, whoa. Oh, that's fantastic. That's awesome. Again.
Do you want to do one?
Yes. Thank you. Are you going to throw the hands or not?
I'm gonna throw it in.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Oh! Almost kicked my tooth. Totally fine. It's totally my fault. Sam, you good, brother?
Yeah.
Okay. You're all right?
Recentering a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm gonna go out of order.
Okay, go for it.
Ready?
Hold. Oh! Oh! Good stuff. Okay, so notice that like what she was doing, this is part of how you would construct your improv. So but again, you can only do the improv if you're at a level that can improvise. So if you're a beginner and you're still working up to it, take your time as a beginner because there's a lot of magic there, and then you'll have your own ways of improvising. So, notes. Okay. How you feeling? Feeling good?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's switch gears here. Hold on. All right. So the circle. So let's all get in that circle we were going to get in before. So now we have all those. So Sam, what we're going to do is we're going to come. We're all going to react to one person's strike. Okay. So if I strike and I throw the jab, and I'll switch it up. So if I throw the jab, boom, then both of you guys will react. And so it's almost like we're each fighting two people. So if I do the jab, boom, you're both going to pop the head up. And then it'll be your turn. And if you could do a jab, you could do a cross, you could do a knee, and we'll react to it. And eventually we just throw anything we want, and we just react to it. But right now, let's keep it to jab, a hook, left to right, and a knee or a kick to the stomach. So I'll go first. Ready? And boom. Okay.
It's weird when you're reacting.
And you can't, it's not coming at you at an angle.
Yeah. My mind's like, alright, let him take.
All we're doing, you can kind of think of this exercise as an expanded awareness exercise, meaning that one is the attacker, and then we are the body.
Yeah.
So it's like we both react to it, and that's how I would look at it. These are all like exercises. Like how can I take my awareness, put it out here, and then how can I laser focus it here, when the time is right.
Remember how much the kids loved this one?
Yeah.
They were like, it was awesome. They went crazy. They were giggling and
I believe that.
cheering all over. It was so funny. It was really cool to see that. Yeah.
Alright. Me?
Yeah. You said you got the whole face.
Well, send that.
Okay, sorry. Can you go again?
I'm always. Okay. Damn, Jan, you're just getting beat up, man. Should we let him up? No. Man, you're throwing haymakers out here.
Well, I was technically a spin back this. Parallel to the ground a little bit.
Yeah, I'm Zoomer speaking a little bit with some of these punches.
You should Zumba?
Zoomer speaking.
Oh, okay. This is Zumba. This would have been hilarious. Let me see the Superman punch here. Nope. Okay. You did the right, let's see if we do the left. Yeah. Boom!
As a finisher, that's Mike Tyson punch out. You ever play that one back in the 90s?
Oh, yeah.
Do they do that in a boxing ring?
No, that's how you get
Okay.
dropped. You don't actually do that.
Yeah.
That's a video game.
Okay, so any strike you want, let's find the move. Find the reaction. And feel free to slow it down so that everyone can find the reaction if you like. Okay, so I'll start first. And so kick to the leg. Good stuff.
Oh, so we're not. Oh, we're doing it. I'm sorry.
In there, so
Yeah.
seems like kick to the rib.
Okay.
One more hand, thanks.
Want the other? Oh, the wrong way.
To the throat.
That's scary.
Fade. Oh! There we go.
This is an awkward thing. That one would have gutted me.
Oh, nice. Good extension. It's like a kick to the throat up here, guy.
Well, I was trying to do like the kung fu style where it's like, and it was that.
Oh, it's a push kick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna do like a thrust kick, but that was like a nice little. It's a very karate thing to do to insert the elbow right here. Yeah, like right up here. Okay, I'll try that. So, wasn't as graceful.
Wasn't
Oh, nice. You like doing that.
Where's that in?
That's a rich hand to the nuts.
That's what I thought. Ooh, man, I don't want to catch that one. Damn. Calf kick.
What was that? A thumb knuckle to the temple? What was that?
Like,
Oh, okay, forearm to
well, it's like the log.
Oh, the wall.
But like,
Yeah, how about that? You do that to her neck, that would suck.
That's a close line.
that's the one. Remember you taught me.
That's a push in.
Yeah, that's the one. There was
Yeah.
this guy. Never, I don't know if it's true, but there's.
So we're here.
Hand behind.
Yep, so right there, this is like for push in
Actual.
sport. So rep calls go, and you go like that, and you knock the guy off. But you train it so much that when you're grappling and you're not doing this stuff, you can bring out the log anywhere, and if you just aim for the head, it becomes a hardcore strike.
Yeah.
So it's really nice, but it's literally like reaching through. It's just, yeah, it's my father will do it as a basic whip,
Oh, I get it.
but I'll do it as like
You
a
would
gun,
have
like a
reach in and it comes all the force here.
Yep, well, it's the center line of the opponent. So we're here, and it's like, and I just reach through that center line.
And it pushes in.
Exactly. So it drills through the center line. So it gets them to step, and it's like it's definitely one of my 5. You know, you should have 3 to 5 go-to moves
Yeah,
for
your
each.
thing.
Your thing. That's one of my 5. So, people are like, oh,
It's so easy. It's so
Super easy.
work into it. You'll mess someone up. I
Yeah.
get you. Okay.
all right. So,
I tried it more out of desperation.
Yeah.
It
out of
only
the
works. It only
reflex.
works one time.
But it worked. But it worked.
so dude, let me ask you a question. So this is your first time. This is your first time doing choreography, right?
Yeah, like this. Yeah, if it's not like actually fighting or like grappling to some degree.
Okay. So what would you, let's say, I know this is your first time really thinking about like, yourself as a character in this sense for Justice for Hire.
Yeah.
But again, it takes place in our regular world, and it's maybe 5 minutes in the future, and the whole concept is like Uber for heroes, hire a hero, or become one.
Yeah.
So with that premise, how would you like your character to maneuver to fight? And let's choreograph a short fight for your character right now. Like 2 people coming up to your character off the street, or maybe they're on a mission, you're going to take them down. What is?
Dude,
How would you like to?
My style has always been do what you have to do.
That's
Okay.
great.
Within the
That's great.
rules. Within the rules, if there are any.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Past that, I don't know. I wouldn't like say there's a character style or something like that.
Okay.
Like there's no
Okay. So
form.
okay. So check this out.
Just if I see if there's an opportunity to kick someone, you better kick the shit out of them.
Okay. So I'm gonna. Would you be open to doing very super like 10%, almost push hand speed, freestyle sparring?
Sure.
No gloves, nothing.
Sure.
Bare knuckle. Okay, so this is
Catch contact?
very gentle. I'll show you where we're going. Autumn and I will go first. This is not for beginners at all. Unless you're with me and you're doing one of these things, or you're with like a professional, do not do this at home. Okay?
I signed
It's
the
just not a thing to
paper.
do.
I signed the
It's not a
paper.
waiver.
I signed the waiver.
Okay,
All right,
so-
I'm signed the
So Autumn and I are going to play in here, and we're going head to toe. Everything's open. And we're going to be respectful because we love each other. We care for
And
each
there's
other.
no cup.
I have no cup on, so there's all these
No
things.
shots.
But we're just going to go and like the red area is playing. If you step out on the black, then you're out. And we start again. And we'll go for like a minute. Okay? Okay, stop on.
10% speed.
10% speed. Ready? Let's go. I think that's a minute. Oh. Okay. That's a minute. Good stuff.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear what you mean. I hear what you mean. Yeah.
Being super cautious.
That was like more than 10%, I think.
That was more than 10%. Okay.
Stand up, pull back. I guess it is kind of different because I'm always playing.
Oh, does that shoot?
I'll
Yeah, if that shoots.
I
You can do the shoot. Go for it.
can.
Yeah, yeah, man.
And you can go to the ground.
Yeah, absolutely. Woo. Yeah, man.
Yeah, wrestling.
Ooh.
I got that Tai Chi stance. No, I'm good. He made me move though. I was thinking back to what I'm doing with Tai Chi. Gotta keep that station. You know? Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Good stuff. So one of the things I noticed
Yeah.
off the bat was this from you. That little guard. Like your little guard, this little quote unquote guard here is really, how to put it? You're like a rapper in a bar who just got off his set, who was really trying to chill, and someone had to start something. No, seriously.
That's my life.
Well, I just finished my set, bro. I don't want to have to do this. That's what body language is saying, which is awesome because this is the kind of analyzation we want to do to make your choreography sing for you. So like when I see that, it's like, it's almost like,
Oh, please just stop.
no, I'm saying, like we should be drilling. We should be drilling from the place of, like, there's a care, but there's also like, hey man, I really don't want to, but I'm gonna break you.
Yeah.
And it's almost like waves of that feeling. It's like almost all of your moves have that story arc.
Oh, I like the waves were like a mix of tight, sharp like movement and like covering distance like in a surprise way. Like there's a wave between the two. Like going close and tight movements, like with elbows and knees, and shorter length kicks and jabs, but then from afar it's like a sweep in quickly. Like surprise element. And like the balance between the two could be really interesting.
Do you guys want to go?
I need a second. I need to
Okay.
catch my breath real quick.
Stretch this for a second myself.
I was so out of shape, man. Fuck. It's easier to lift weights and look alright than just like do hard shit.
I highly recommend you pushing your palms on here and just like decompressing the spine. Also,
I've been doing that. Is there a pressure point in your hand right here?
they're all over. Yeah.
Right here. I sat here rubbing for 20 minutes one day and my whole arm felt like jello. It was incredible.
Oh, nice.
It's incredible. Yeah. You're saying stretch the hand.
So just so you can see, we're pushing up. Yeah, exactly. And decompressing the spine, as you can see. So she's doing it too. So now I'm just doing it with decompress the spine after kind of training. Especially if you sit in a car, which doesn't make any sense for humanity in many ways from my personal perspective. But that's for a different live stream now, isn't it? All right.
I want to get blood on my back. Okay.
Give the key to that
I
room.
just don't want to get blood on your mat.
Oh, you're bleeding?
Yeah, I cut my foot so much.
The change room should be open. Oh, let me see where this first aid kit is. I should definitely know. Oh, that's the first aid kit. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah,
I did not
Do you
know.
want some ointment?
That'll be alright till I get home.
Okay.
I'll be good. I just don't want to like bleed all over your mat.
Thank you. What time is this? 8:21.
I don't know what happened. We definitely went harder than 10% by the way.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. But at least intentionally setting the intention first, and then like having someone on the outside to constantly be able to like take 10%.
I think it's different when you don't know it. Like
When
if
you-
you and I were to do it, we've never played before, so that's really
Go for it, do
really
it.
important.
Let's do it. All right, here we go. Let's switch this camera around.
But we play all the time. You guys play all the time.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, guys, you ready? This will be a 1 minute long, slap 5 and 10%. Anything goes. Slow it down a little more. That was not 10%. That was like a 30%. And feel free to bridge too. Like once that connection is made, feel free to go into the grappling. Boom. You both play push hands, so you can go for it. Feel free to shoot for her legs.
I'm not throwing.
Feel free to shoot for her legs. She
10%.
she hasn't played with a lot of wrestlers, like traditional wrestlers. So feel free to show her some stuff. Yeah, throw her off, please. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, you use your jits. Good stuff. Good stuff. Nice. Oh, was that your still bleeding. Okay.
There's the shots on the mat. I slide his foot to
So, no, if he does that, try to get the underhook as he's going down, okay?
Yeah.
And then sidestep. So you know what was really interesting about that moment? And we've gone over a minute. What was really interesting about that moment is that you just used your push hands to keep yourself safe. That just happened.
Yes, you did.
Like you literally were figuring out, like, I need to do something. I need to do something quick, and this is what I know. And that's really important. That, like, I could feel that emotion through the choreography. Through your movements, I could feel that emotion, and that's something that we want to bake into choreography. So in the same way that we felt it's almost like you're apologizing to the world for what you're about to do. And but this is how we get something that's different than standard choreography. Standard choreography is designed as a template, and then an actor comes on and takes it. It's not normally designed for the actor. And so this is part of if we're systematizing anything, we're systematizing an approach to pull from people what is most uniquely them. And to also allow room to grow within that. It's like, hey, you don't only have to be that, but let's get comfortable doing the things you're already doing on camera. And that's the foundation of cinema. You know, that's what early cinema was all about that. So that's a big deal. Let me switch this camera around. So let's get a two move. Let's get a two move, like, you know, people about to mug you in the street kind of thing. Or you maybe instead of, I don't know, maybe we're walking up to you, maybe you're walking up to us. You're like, hey, I gotta get in. And we're like, no, and then you're like, sorry. And just take a step.
Okay. Just a slide, little, like what we were doing
So two
before.
against one?
Yeah, two against
something and chop it.
Well, no, 2 against 1, but this is choreography. We're gonna shoot this. And
10%.
yeah, we're choreograph everything 10%. But let's create like a scenario. Maybe you ever see the Batman?
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
No, haven't seen that.
You haven't seen it?
With Robert Pattinson?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
I hear it's
man.
incredible.
Oh man, you gotta sit. So for me, it's a multi-solo watch. I mean, like, I can't watch all of it at once, but if I eat and watch it over the course of weeks,
Fire.
because it's very dense.
I get you.
Damn!
For a Batman.
For a Batman movie.
Okay.
And it really is like
Right,
when we saw it together. It's a different experience because it's really about a lone man looking into to the city and going into his own narrative. And so I kind of feel like if you watch it by yourself, it's a very different experience than watching it with somebody else.
Yeah. I hear
It's
you.
like, yeah, this city, I feel it. You know, which is not necessarily healthy. It's kind of toxic, but it's extremely toxic. But what I'm trying to say is that, like, when he goes to the club, he knocks on the door.
Okay.
And there's 2 people, there's twins, and the twins, he boom, immediately knocks them.
Yeah.
So I mean, that could be a scenario where, like, you're coming into a space, and do you have some Batman lots to share?
I'll hold you back.
No.
Hold him back.
Don't hold him back.
Don't hold him
I
back.
can feel that.
What's the Batman?
It's not relevant for her right now.
I'm just trying to say that if you haven't seen the Batman.
No, it's a good watch. I like the sharp decisiveness of the action choreography at the very least.
That's fair.
I was appreciative of the
And the angles in the rain scene.
best Gotham City I've ever seen.
Okay.
Like the most realistic. The way they combine real city with CGI, it's pretty spectacular. Multiple cities.
Cool.
Even though I love Batman Forever's Gotham City,
Yeah.
and Gotham City are both really delightful.
Yeah.
I just have Batman fatigue at this point, so I'm not
Too many Dark Knights, too many Batmans, too many.
So I thought the Batman, the beginning with the narration is amazing.
Okay.
So I really like it. I wish they would have kept it up the whole movie, but they didn't. And I will say that it's a little hard to watch, even if you are watching it solo, because the note is completely somber the entire way through.
Oh.
So there's no real joy
Okay.
at all.
It's depressing. That's why you need to break it up.
Yeah. It's tough to watch in one. It's like yeah, there's no joy. And
So put on my Batman now.
yeah, it's like if you want to go into that mindset of like solo, like male powers fix the world kind of thing.
Batman.
It's that movie for that experience. The illusion of fix the world.
Okay.
Yes. Which is, but in the end, the moral element.
The lone wolf illusion that that's possible.
Yes. Which is like so. Justice for Hire is the antithesis of that. It's the recognition of like I play like a former vigilante that realized that like one person or even a group of people cannot save the world. You're actually a systemic change. That means everyone needs to be a hero for the world to actually change. Everyone needs to be empowered to.
That's the lore.
The lore is like, hey, everyone actually needs to be a hero now.
Okay.
And so now we're like we've built a system and we're like attempting to get it legalized and put it in, and spread through culture. That's really to build a hero's culture. And because otherwise, like you just keep on fighting the same fight, and the city and the cities and the world stays in the same place, and you're making a little dent in it. So Jacob's very different, but it's also like it's still within that intention. There's still the solo narratives, So anyway,
Yeah, because it's one man's journey through that understanding kind of thing, or like his piece.
there's the hero's journey for a singular hero, and then there's the collective journey for the collective of heroes, and the systemic problems that need to be dealt with, which is like, how do you solve crime? Okay, well, how do you solve inequity? Like how do you solve like hunger?
There's bigger
Based on
problems than
greed.
just one guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So
it goes deeper. I hear you.
So it's
Okay.
we're going to be exploring all those in this book today, which is why I was asking you about stable diffusion.
I gotcha.
So with this, what would you want?
If I'm walking up to two people at a bar and they're not letting me in, I'm acting like I'm walking away and turning on one and then the other and then walking through.
Okay, that's great.
That's my first thought.
Okay,
I don't deal with that shit.
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, so and we can shoot. So this is great. Let's frame you right here, just since the camera's right here. Let's
Well, you
put
want to shoot it now?
Yeah, we're shooting right now. We're
Alright.
shooting. Yeah. So if you can put your heart right where my fist is, great. And then take a few steps forward to touch my fist. Awesome. Okay, great. So now I'm here, and then Autumn's right here. Great. Awesome. So you're walking up. So how about we make a little J walk? Meaning, let's start you over there, and then you J
Gotcha.
path up to us. Sorry about it.
No, not today.
Not today. Or ever.
We can't work something out. I know what you guys like. I got it in the back of the car.
Go
no?
back to the car.
Yeah.
Why don't you go back to the back of the car? Got on that here, buddy. Okay, so let's slow that down. That was I'd say that was 25%. Let's slow it down. And
So
let's
which way is that?
I don't.
You're doing it this way for me, right?
You and then back.
sure.
Oh, I see. I see.
I don't slow mo, man. Yeah, but it's literally it's like all right.
So we can shoot this. The really interesting thing is that we can shoot this with three of us if we're creative with the camera movement. We have a 3-shot, an establishing 3-shot right here.
Brother, we're live right now.
Yeah, we're live right
doing
now.
a shot.
So with your J, like what we'll do is I'll just capture all of them live, and then when I download the live, because I always
And
repost
edit it
them.
out.
Exactly.
That's your process.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's part of it is one of the processes. Yes.
Just curious. My
So
bad.
no. So how about this? When you walk up and you give on that first elbow, first of all, you have your performance. You're like, oh, okay, or maybe you're like, oh, okay. Boom. So really cut to this angle.
Exaggerate it.
Yeah, like just cutting to this angle so that we can put the camera here, get a shot of Autumn falling out of frame and with your face mostly in, and then you going back, and then we'll cut to the opposite angle up here of me taking the shot and flipping down, and Autumn will shoot that one. So Autumn will shoot this one, I'll shoot that one.
You're the director. I will do it. And
So,
if I fuck
but
it up,
did you see what we just did with
you go deep into it, and you set your intention direction more so this way, and then back.
well, since you're training the Tai Chi, did you see what just happened in terms, if you imagine each point that we just talked about as a node in space, in three-dimensional space, notice how your personal geometry syncs up to where the camera is, and how we just did opposite angles to give that's part of how we're going to give dynamism to the audience, is like switching the angle from we're not breaking the 180 degree, you're familiar with 180 degree line rule, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so like we're not breaking the 180 degree line,
Yeah.
but what we're doing is we're being incredibly dynamic within that space.
Within that, yeah.
And if we want to break it, we can intentionally break it.
Yeah, but you're
So
paying mind to keep it in that box for now.
exactly. So right now we're here, and then we'll cut to here with a whip pan, and we'll go here with an opposite whip pan, and it'll be great.
How we doing tonight, huh?
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Going all right. Looking to have a good time. What's the problem? You can't let me in.
Hey man,
Too many people.
Too many people tonight. Thank you.
What do you mean, thank you? You can't let something slide if I, slide something for your way. You can't take care of me if I take care of you.
Hey man, it's the boss's rules.
Alright.
It's great. That's great. Yeah, that's great. So let's
far enough.
No, that's fantastic. Speed it up. How do you feel?
If you could give me like a glance before you throw it, especially since we can't see your face for this shot, because I can't anticipate when it's coming, like to get the timing right. I think I missed the timing a tad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another note is that for choreography, this is probably like super foundational, important to say. I should have said this earlier.
Oh, 6 inches away.
6 inches to a foot away.
I'm too close.
That felt fine.
No, it's totally fine. It's just important to know that
Yeah.
concept is that like, hey, if it's a limb, for most.
How far.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, I'm gonna hit here, and I know that she's gonna react and she's gonna sell it.
Mm-hmm.
So the attacker sells by nature of like keeping the distance, and unless you're working,
it's in the shot.
it's in the camera angle. Unless you're doing there are two people who really, really trust each other and have a lot of respect for each other, and they know they're going to hit each other. Like I took a bunch of punches in the throat for one of our earlier scenes that hasn't come out yet.
You're wild.
And like
I wouldn't do that.
And you
shit.
often take it to here.
Dude, that's balls.
Dude, it's freaking. My neck, and my throat were sore for like.
Wait, when was that?
I was
Imagine.
Frank punching my throat
You mean in the alley?
in the alley that runs up the stairs.
Yeah,
Why
that
would
was
you do that to
intense.
yourself?
It's very, very tense, and I like.
You
cried.
looked actually scared.
I was terrified because like
You don't want to get broke.
I got throat punched by the U.S. Cali like a screamo stick fighting team like champion.
Yeah.
Just like punching the crap out of my throat.
He like really
I
whips
apologize.
his
I'm
limbs
too
too.
Oh no. Oh, so don't. I don't mean to get off track. So what I'm
It's
getting.
like if
You
someone's
were
watching
perfect.
and is
Yeah, I just want to make sure that everyone who might be watching understands that if it's your first time coming in, here are some of the foundation.
Yeah.
Again, Sam and I train Tai Chi, so it's like there's a lot of trust there already.
Right.
So it's just a matter of like, hey, like everyone should know this as they come into this type of space.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay, my bad.
No, there's zero. You're bad. There's no bad at all. Everything's great.
So I'll give you a glance and then keep it back.
Yeah, we got 3 shots, and I'll give a better reaction. My note to myself is that when you get hit, my reaction is not necessarily as realistic as it could be. And that's partially because we're going to be cutting. So sometimes like
It might be out.
you suspend disbelief because of the cut.
Yeah, I get you.
And it's going to be kind of like an anime pause. Boom, boom, like that. Like, you know.
I hear you.
That'd be
I
great.
trust your shooting, your editing.
Thanks.
Other than that, good to go.
Okay, ready? Yeah,
Okay.
let's do it.
How we doing today?
Good, buddy. How you doing?
Doing all right. Looking to have a good time to cap off to the night, huh? What's going on today? Think I can go check it out?
Hey man, boss says the club is full. Club is full.
I take care of you, you take care of me. Let me in.
I wish I could, man. Boss his rules. Okay. You have a good night, though, right?
You too.
Hey! That was like a Scrooge McDuck walk. Like, a little laugh. All right, so
A little waddle away.
I think we got that one. And then let's.
Too fast? Was I too fast again?
No, that was great. Let's.
You know me, I've had one speed for so long.
Let's flip the camera to. I keep on pressing the wrong button because they keep on switching where the button's going.
I've been at 100 forever.
All right, so here we go. Can you guys get back to as if I'm there? I'm going to throw this angle low, and let's see. Can I see you in your ending position, please, with the elbow? And Autumn, don't fall yet. Great. And can you sharpen your elbow, maybe point it out a little bit? Boom, like that. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, now can you point it this way? Thank you. With your nose too. Awesome. Now lift your elbow up just a little bit. Great. And now can you keep the elbow there and point the nose right here. Great. Cheat the head down. Boom. Okay, Autumn, you're gonna. There we go. This is great. So this is gonna be your ending angle. I'm gonna hold this position here, and actually we can reverse this.
Yeah,
Autumn,
yeah.
let's reverse this. Okay, so Autumn, get into so you've already been hit.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes we just reverse the shots.
It works wonders.
It works wonders,
It's
yeah.
magic.
Okay, Autumn, and as you come in, your movement's gonna pull. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, and now go forward, and boom. Okay, rewind it again.
Too far.
It's okay. Rewind it again, and let Autumn pull your elbow back. Okay, and now Autumn let his elbow pull you. Action. Great. And then fling your elbow back to hit me. Okay, great. Okay.
Think that'll work?
I 100% think it'll work. 100%. That's what I've been doing for the last few hours at home. We shot the stuff we shot with.
We've only ever shot it when their limb is actually on.
We shot an entire scene like that with Bentley.
No, I know, but I've never done it when it's actually away from the body.
Woohoo!
What
I
is-
trust you.
Usually it's like if someone's fist is on. So that was interesting.
Okay, you want to shoot this up here? So you got counterpoint is up here, and he's just coming around, and then his elbow's gonna point up there. Just like
Do it one more time in slow motion.
I can cheat down so you can get the angle without going on your toes.
I appreciate you.
Okay, let's go for
Make
it.
sure my lips are pointing in the right direction.
Jen,
I'm
you
100%
want to put your
serious.
head back? Jen, do you want to put your head back to?
Oh yeah, sure. So,
Bring it back.
he's gonna pull my.
Pull.
Uh,
Then you pull me.
hey, bud.
I'm seeing the elbow before I see your face.
Okay, so that means you're seeing the elbow. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So that means my face needs to come a little forward, or the camera needs to go a little bit behind my head.
Okay. That's definitely, yeah. Yep. That was the placement.
Okay.
But I only got it going this way.
Okay, let's do it again.
Okay.
So rewind it.
Interesting. So I didn't realize that. So basically, if I can see the impact point on the other person, then I need to have more of the person covering the impact point. Or what'd you say the other option was?
Or either the person moves or the camera moves.
So in that case, if I didn't move the camera, you would move forward.
You would tell me to move forward.
Okay, that's it. Okay, that's good. I never really put that together. Okay.
Action film school.
Action.
Okay, so I'm pulling him, correct? Is that what's happening? Or he's
Yeah.
pulling me?
You're pulling him.
No, he's pulling me. Yep, I can feel it.
Okay. And back.
So, as a note, when we're doing slow motion, you can actually make contact too.
I'm not
Completely forget. No, what I'm trying to say is like
Slide it.
Yeah, literally.
I know what you're saying.
Just keep the same angle on him. Same high angle, up there. Yeah, that dynamic. This is the counterpoint, so you're cutting right here.
Mm-hmm.
and you may want to cant the ankle slightly, and then. How'd that look?
That was good. We got multiple options, I think.
Okay.
Like at least 3 or
I
4.
admire your dedication.
Yeah. It's gonna be great. I mean, like, you know, doing fast choreography is great. Did you ever see
Now
Sherlock
we need
Holmes?
him walking in the clear without
Sherlock Holmes, Robert Downey Jr.
Yes, have you seen that?
Incredible movie.
Yeah, have you seen both of them?
Yes.
The second one, they must have told him to slow his speech down because you could actually hear him.
Okay.
Like, I couldn't hear him in the first one. I didn't like it the first time I saw it in the theaters because I couldn't freaking understand what he was saying.
Yeah.
But then we saw it with subtitles because we watch all movies with subtitles now.
Fire.
And it was fantastic.
Okay.
And then we saw the second one. But did you watch the behind the scenes of how they shot the action?
No.
They did all of it slow motion.
And
like
then they
that.
sped it
And
up?
they sped it up.
Genius.
Freaking amazing.
I
And they
thought
shot it at
so.
super high speed while doing it slow. That's how they got the impact points and the ripple of the skin. So it's like awesome. So like we saw that, and then we experimented with shooting our own stuff like that.
I hear you.
And that's that scene I'm cutting right now is essentially slow motion, highly detailed, like literally every detail from the pivot of the hip. It's like it's gonna be fire.
That's cool.
And
Yeah.
so
You know why I started watching stuff with subtitles, right?
I do not.
Well, because when I had to review TV shows and movies every single week, it would cost me time to go back and look up character names, look for spellings and proper
So
names.
Oh.
the name keeps popping
And so
up.
as I was watching the show to do the review, like the subtitles would tell me who was speaking, and it would save me a ton of time. So and I just got used to it.
All right, let me just.
Because I watch so much anime.
Yeah. So we need a shot of him saying his lines, right? You want me to shoot that while you stand in place?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't even have lines. I'm just kind of making it up as I go because it feels
Yeah.
so stiff.
I mean-
have something.
Sure. Yeah. This is great.
I'll shoot it while, like, for maybe.
I mean, I can literally shoot it from.
From me walking up.
No, I can shoot it right here like this. I can hold the phone, flipping it. And then
Or do you want me to?
just get a 3/4 cut. Even though I'd rather not have a 3/4 shot.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of 3/4 shots unless they're necessary.
And jaywalking.
Where's Autumn? And then you're gonna come right here. And then you. Okay, great.
What's going on, guys? How we doing tonight?
Pretty good, man.
Pretty alright. Looking to end the night off something special. You know what's going on in there? Anything cool? Anything worth checking out?
Man, the boss says it's full. It's full.
You wouldn't even let me walk in for a few minutes. Well, if I take care of you, you know, you take care of me, I take care of you.
Yeah, man, boss takes care of everybody.
All right, man, you got a good boss.
He's a good guy. Oh!
You're good at improv.
I appreciate you.
You are.
Too many characters in my head.
All right, well, like, what time is it?
So my mom's
8:45.
How many people you have in there? Yeah, because I walked down the stairs talking like a British like sailor. It's like, who are you talking to? It's just me, Mom.
So I want to say that what we just did, super fun, love that, and we also do other types of like.
I hear you.
Yeah, there's many different styles of choreography. That to me is like a safe, fun, easy way to get into it, especially when there's a limited amount of people.
It's an icebreaker.
Yeah, if we were to do just like a you versus Autumn, we would do something a little bit more dynamic, right?
Yeah.
And we would come like, okay, cool, first 1, 2, and then her 3, 4, and all.
A little more choreographed.
Yeah, we would choreograph it, and we can do that at like another time. I just wanted to make sure we got you in here and got you like starting to feel what we're doing because I think that you have a great personality.
Appreciate you.
And like, you know, this is no pressure ever to you know do anything in particular, but you are welcome here and
Thank you.
stuff. That's great to
I
have.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love to drop by. It's fun stuff.
Yeah,
You know
man.
what I mean? The more shooting, the better. If, you know, I want to get into it to a degree, or at least acting and stuff.
Well, we're literally doing this stuff all the time.
The
So,
practice makes perfect, no matter what it
yeah,
is.
if you come next week and we make it Patrick and a bunch of children because we're shooting a scene for kids. That's gonna be nuts.
You getting beat up again?
So no, actually, like
Well, it's actually fun to have people in the room or doing choreography with different expertise to offer. Because like as people start to discover what their unique style was, like some people are drawn to certain certain body mechanics, and it's cool to have like an array of expertise in one.
Yeah, so
You
then
know?
people dive into their sort of style
Yeah.
and build on that, and then you have, like, you do Tai Chi, and you're more known in that regard, but I mean, it's not just a Tai Chi dojo.
No, this
It's
is
a bunch of
Campbell School.
Yeah, a bunch of people
Super
coming in and
open-minded.
out with expertise.
Yeah, yeah. And so anytime someone comes in with something unique, we do our best to like give them the floor to show us what they
Show
do.
off a little bit.
Yeah, and you know, it's like well, on there you'll see like that's Bentley. That's the scene I'm cutting right now, the one all the way on the left, and like he's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy and like really strong actor, amazing actor.
Grappling kind of guy.
He was
Yeah.
really helpful in the first kids one, like
Well,
taking
the
the kids
first-
aside and and like helping them.
That
with
wasn't
their-
the kids, that was the act now.
Oh yeah.
Teaching them
Yeah, he was really helpful.
He was massive. He was
Yeah.
professional.
Yeah.
Shout out Bentley. Okay, so I'm thinking we finish up with the oscillatory training, 15s, jumping jacks, push-ups, sit-ups, or not necessarily jumping jacks, but something movement, arm, and abdominal. What do you guys think?
I'm following your lead, brother.
Yeah,
I'd rather not.
it's good.
No, I'd rather not.
It's good.
I did that like more yesterday.
You did the
Or
short
2 days
short
ago.
bursts?
I don't like, I mean, I don't like, I don't like doing that in groups.
Okay. Well,
It's like, cause you can do that on your own, you know?
yeah, what like.
Like, that's just my
To me,
perspective.
it's really important if someone hasn't done it before to see the way that I was taught, so that they can take it home. And so, like we're gonna run through it quick. If you want to, finish up your own training outside, but unless you have a different suggestion for training. I haven't done it this week, so I need to do it.
Okay.
See what we do. Okay, it's gonna be great. All right, so for everyone at home doing this, this is called oscillatory training, but the style that we're doing is called 15s. So this is short 2 to 4 inch movements that you're doing, so that as an athlete, you preserve the joints and strengthen the joints for explosive short movements or fast twitch muscle movement, etc. So we're gonna be doing this right now, and we can keep it simple: 15 jumping jacks, 15 push-ups, 15 sit-ups. But the push-ups and the jumping jacks, none of them will be full range of motion. Full range of motion is great, but you also want to train short bursts. So for push-ups, you can do just short bursts here, or if you're on the ground, short bursts here. And sit-ups, we'll do really short crunches. And that's it. It'll be a super short workout, but it'll definitely be good.
I didn't get that when you advised me to do it before. I was doing, full range.
So that's great. You should do those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're saying like,
For the oscillatory style,
Okay.
so we're taking the 15s format, which is its own format, which has nothing to do with the oscillatory style movement.
yeah.
So, and then we're taking the oscillatory style movement and saying we're applying it to the 15s and saying, okay, cool, we're only going to do jumping jacks like this. And then we're only going to do push-ups like that, and then we're only going to do the sit-ups like that, just to be able to,
Minimize and then maximize.
Exactly.
movements. I feel
Yes.
you.
it's going to be great.
No, I hear you.
And
Okay.
if you want, if you didn't want to do jumping jacks, you could do,
I was never taught that way, but I'm down for something.
yeah, it's really short, and like I said, it's going to,
Yeah.
this is the baseline training for the next thing that I was telling you about, which is the interval training set, which is normally between 28 and 42 minutes long.
Yeah, for sure.
And that one is like the one that where we would do the oscillatory training the entire time,
Yeah.
and that would make us feel incredibly
The
strong.
minute each changing, right?
30 seconds to change.
I like that.
Yeah, that was great.
Following your lead.
Okay, cool. So we'll start with jumping jacks and 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then push-ups. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9,
It's like just top push-ups.
later on we'll do it lower.
Okay.
And then when you do crunches, so we start out with the legs long to work from the muscles build from the bottom up. So we're gonna open the top down. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Good. And 14. Remember, if you're doing crunches, never pull your head. Always just touch to the temple so you don't strain your neck. All right, 14. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then push-ups. So here I'm going to do them down and pump. 1, 2, 3,
6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And crunches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then up. And then 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 13. And then push-ups. Actually, I'm going to dips for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. And then 90 crunches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. And then 12.
You're a quick guy.
Oh yeah.
I want to make sure I do it.
And 12. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. And 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 10. And up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And up. And 11. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And dips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And crunches. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. And push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice.
My bad.
No, that's right. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10.
That's what I'm doing. I have bad habits. I try and override, knuckle push-ups and shit.
9, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. All right. And let's do this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 8. 4, 6, 7. And knuckle push-up. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8. And crunches. 7. And dips. And crunches. 6. And push-ups. Crunches. 5. Dips. Crunches. 4. Knuckle push-ups. Crunches. 3. And dips. And crunches. Jumping jacks, 2. Push-ups. Crunches. And on 1, you do 15 again. Finish up strong. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 12, 13, 15, and then 15 dips. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And crunches, and we'll do 5, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and that's it. And stretching up. You want to leave for a stretch?
Bro, knee movements are so awkward. It's so awkward when they move in that little bit. I'm used to the full range of motion.
Well, you want both.
Yeah, I know. I know you want both. Having not done like piece by piece, just a different feeling.
I didn't start experiencing any joint challenges until I stopped doing the oscillatory training.
I believe that.
Because apparently this is what partially what protects the joints and strengthens them. Because like I switched all my training to full range of motion because I had a massive amount of strength, but I didn't have the physique I want. And I was like, I really want the physique, so I started going more for like full range of motion, and I would get the movements, but I wouldn't get the. I started feeling weaker. Oddly, I was like, man, like,
Interesting.
I'm like, oh, why am I feeling weaker? I think that's because so much of my game plan was always built around having this like reserve strength from these like short burst movements, which really match my Tai Chi style, which is connect and then explode after the connection's made.
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, it's a good idea.
It is definitely important. I mean, I'm 25. I've been enjoying the shoes
This one,
for years
stay up and
because of my
gently forward.
I want to hear what you just said, but Alarm's giving us a guidance
And
on
then
this.
once you feel better, you can sit back.
Okay. Sit down.
But it's more like, instead of moving forward, Jan, try and feel like this. Like, don't put too much pressure on moving forward until your hip feels like,
What is the thing I'm looking for specifically in my head?
I don't know how to describe it, but like more open and then forward instead of just straight.
So you're saying open and then move into square?
Yeah,
So in other words, like a blade coming to
Yeah.
the side. So first open and
Yeah.
then slide to square.
instead of just doing square, because then there's some tension.
I see what you're saying. So don't maintain square as I go forward. Allow this to happen
Yeah,
and roll into it, which is like there's a Tai Chi
Yeah.
exercise that does that. Okay, so
and you
more,
should feel it here too.
I feel it in my knee more, but
I feel it.
Yeah.
oh, now I feel it there. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my pants. Okay. So blade cuts in. So Autumn's note is that rather than moving hips, shoulders square, blade cuts in and then turn forward. Toes are down behind.
It's like you're looking at me without even looking.
I know what you mean.
It said toes down.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
Even mine were up. I was like,
Yeah.
This is what I learned in that class called mindful stretching, which is like a combination between like yoga, stretching, a sound bath, and like resting. It was pretty epic. It was pretty epic, I must say.
Nice. Mindful stretching, that's what it was?
Yeah.
It sounds like something that would be yoga in a sound bath.
But like there was like
Stretching, but mindful.
there was like rest. There was periods like in between stretching though when it was like, okay, now rest. Like you would just like lay kind of like nap
Good for
Nap
you.
time.
for 5 minutes and then you would stretch again.
You have a stretch you want us to do?
No, I'm chilling.
Okay.
What I was saying earlier was about how I'm 25, I've had joint issues, you know what I mean? So I understand the importance of like those little movements versus the full range of motion. Because it's legit. People don't really like take note. Oh yeah. But I have a grandfather who's 90, it's the gym, he goes on runs and shit. I wanna be like that if I'm not, if I'm even 90, you know what I mean? Like, he's taking care of himself, I wanna take care of myself.
Well, it's those small range of movements that keep you able to live like the day to day life.
Yeah.
Like, can you bend over underneath your cabinet?
Yeah.
Like,
And he
when you're
can,
100,
you know.
you know?
This 90-year-old man still moving like he's in his 60s, which is incredible. But yeah, it's just goals, you know what I mean? Like, sure, I want that when I'm 90,
That's awesome.
if I make it there.
That's awesome.
Does he live in Michigan?
He's in Florida. Boca, he's one of the Boca babies, like a lot of the other grandparents from that area.
Because I didn't have the physique going into the martial arts, I started. I felt the power of the breathwork visualization, and then the next thing that gave me a sense of power was the fast twitch muscle movement, which is very similar to. This is a Shaolin foundational school, Shaolin mixed with karate, but they don't really do the traditional Shaolin line drills. And those line drills are all like fast twitch muscle, like they're like fast twitch muscle stretches, and like really explosive stretching, and you do those for like hours every day. And so when I found out about, when I was taught the oscillatory training, which it reminded me of the Shaolin movements. So that was kind of like my foundation. So I'd be walking around without a physique that I want, but I'd be super strong and I could perform incredibly athletically. So I was always aware that I'm like, oh, this gives me like secret strength. But then I see the guys doing the full range of motion movements. I'm like, oh, I can't do that.
Grass is always greener, right?
I'm under the impression that grass is overrated and we need more gardens. I was at the dentist today, and the dentist is like, you need to remove these wisdom teeth. And I was like, I'm really doing my best to
Wait, I thought
maintain
you
as
said you
much.
didn't need to.
No, he said, you need to remove these wisdom teeth. I'm like, I'm doing my best to maintain as much wisdom as possible. He's like, I hear that.
I'm glad your doctor appreciates the joke. Some of them would be like, all right, well, when is this surgery? Just sign here.
Inhale up. Exhale, wash the color down to the leg. Inhale, bring this to knee up. Exhale, wash the color to the knee, and lift it up. Take the other hand, put it on top of the knee, do your best to create distance. Put the knee to the ground, the shoulder to the ground. Opposite shoulder. Easier said than done. Exhale down, switching sides. Opposite knee and shoulder. Exhale, wash the color down. Inhale, go the color up through both legs. Exhale, turn both legs to the side. Hand on the top knee. Opposite hand, shoulder down. To balance, I'm trying to stretch and also relaxing and melting into the ground. sides. Exhale down. Exhale, wash the color down. So you're going to keep both shoulders down. Keep the eye on the middle finger of the opposite hand. Or the same hand. That's on that. So, switch. One more time each side. Go down. But you can always go deep on the second time you do it. Exhale. You try to lengthen in all directions too. Fingers pointing away from each other. Head gets farther away from the body. Toe pointing down gets farther away from the head. Other toe. With the extension in all directions. Once you have the general shape, start to feel your best to extend the body, the head toward farther away from the body, opposite side where the foot is, pointing down farther away from the head. Fingers farther away from each other. Arms spread farther apart. The opposite foot, or same foot and hand reaching in opposite directions. Extend all the way to the hips. Back, looking up, tailbone looks up. Exhale, suck the belly button in and up and through the sternum, up into the sternum, heart. First, arch the back. Spread the legs out. Grab the toes. That's a nice shoulder stretch. What's that? What's going on over there?
What?
I'll try that.
Let's go over there.
Well, there's a couple ways you can do it. That's customized to my needs, but the first way I learned it was just one under and not reaching with that arm.
Okay.
Second arm.
Okay.
So there's one where you do it with
Oh,
both,
like that.
but really ease into it because like you can go too far. Then pull your like if there's a string on your tailbone straight back to the wall, straight back, pull your tailbone back. Like let it go, and then let your weight fall slowly, and keep imagining the string pulling your tailbone. So that's one way. I found it better to do it solo arm because I have a lot of tension in my shoulder blade. So I started doing that with one arm, then once I'm down all the way, relax, pull out the other arm, and inch my fingers as I'm relaxing down to my tailbone. Be really careful though.
This feels like something you can pop a shoulder if you're not careful.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Like this is one of those things where you're like stretching at home and you're like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's a weird feeling.
So.
Thank you. One of these.
That's the big one.
Forward to me. On the other side, forward to me. And same, second dive on.
Switch legs.
Forward to me. Forward to me. Forward. And
Uplifting every time. Close the eyes and have white light. Spread the whole body. Big bubble right around the body. Spread the light as far as you gratitude for the body. Space we're in could be playing. That was awesome. Good stuff.
Now,
I'm so happy that you.
I appreciate the invite, bro.
This is great. I can't wait for you to meet some of the folks.
Yeah. Thank you.
I love you guys. Like I said, justiceforhire.app to join the cast, the community.
Woo!
We got Sam here. We got AK Wonder here. So you can ally or rival me, Jan, or Sam, or AK Wonder on the app. So you can press the ally.
Rivals?
Yeah, you rival in there. Just check the app.
I choose you.
Uh-oh.
I choose you. I challenge you.
Oh my gosh.
Whoever my rival is go.
Well,
It's so fun. It's like Pokemon.
yeah, man.
IRL.
yeah. So, justiceforhire.app. Join us and remember these action scene events. So, like, the more people sign up for this stuff, even if you're not in LA, we're going to have one in New York on Saturday, November 9th at 1 p.m. in Times Square. It's going to be a huge deal at the Urban Action Showcase. So, that's November 9th. But this is happening regularly. We're doing this like at least once a month, if not twice a month. We're doing some for kids and some for adults. It's justiceforhire.com/action. So you can sign up for there, and we'll keep you posted about what we're doing. And so I love you guys, and I'm Jan once again. So this is always a huge deal for me to do this with you guys and share this with you guys, and to have so many amazing people around the world doing this with us. It's a huge deal. It's a dream come true every day. So if you ever have a thought, question, or idea, just hit me up either on the app or on any social at Justice for Hire. And I will do my best to personally respond and to, help in any way I possibly can to help you guys make the best action scenes possible. And even if it's not action scenes, like whatever scene you want to do for Justice for Hire, that's a part of this cinematic universe narrative. Just go and watch the story so far. It's on all of our socials, and you'll see where it is. I love you guys. Have a great one, and see you next week.